They were hitting us pretty hard. We were hitting them pretty hard. It's like you said, November, Big Ten football. So it's not for the faint of heart, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty fun. So
Minnesota's offense look like Minnesota's offense that you've seen before.
Yeah, they stick to what they got going. It works for them, and they haven't really switched up. Since I've been here since 18. So we know what to expect, and we just have to do our jobs.
Isn't that wild that was the game you guys switched to the 4-2-5? Like, didn't that seem like forever ago?
Yeah, like forever ago. So, and then we just kept rolling with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Look, you went with sleeves in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Against some guys do, some guys Cooper didn't. What goes into the decision of sleeves or no sleeves under your jersey?
Coop's decision was he's returning punts, so they don't let him wear sleeves when we're returning, which is smart. But for a guy like me, I ain't got too much meat on my bones, so I'm built for the warm weather, so I had to put some sleeves on.
I wanted to ask you, PJ Fleck in his news conference yesterday, spoke very highly about your defense, of course. But about how, when you get an opportunity to catch an interception, you guys are really good at that as a defense. Why is that, do you feel like?
I think it's just because we're in the right position, and it's all about, hustling to the ball, running to the ball. We preach that a lot. My pick last week, we were in cover 2, and it was thrown, 30 yards downfield. On paper, I'm not supposed to make that play, but I was just hustling the ball, and I got a pick out of it. So it's things like that where you just you try to out hustle your opponent, and you just run to the ball, and like Coach Parker says, if the ball's up in the air and you're around it, you should come down with it. So,
but it just seems like you guys make some really difficult catches. I mean, I'm thinking of one that against Purdue that didn't count for you. It was like an insanely good catch. But Cooper's made some insane interceptions too. Kayvon. Is that something how do you work on that?
I think honestly it's just we have some athletes in the back end, to be honest with you, and some things in sports you can't teach, and it's hard to explain why they happen, but they do. OBJ, when he cut that one hand, I guarantee he didn't practice that same exact thing in practice. Sometimes just going out and playing football and things happen. So
when you see a ball tipped like that, as a defensive back, what are you thinking at that point when you see it?
I remember my eyes got really wide and I got really excited. It was one of those things. Balls in the air. Go make a play and put your body on the line, and that's all you can do. So it's. I'm not a big fan of the tip pick. I feel like that's kind of a handout. But I used to give Jake Travas, and then I gave Kerner some crap, and now I give Quinn and Kayvon some crap because our safeties somehow always get a bunch of just give me tip picks. So I always give them crap. But a pick's a pick. So I mean, I'm not mad. So yeah.
Is there their young quarterback? It sounds like he's probably going to play. I mean, I assume you're probably preparing for both, but what do you see in this young kid that you haven't faced before?
Yeah, he can move. He's a mover. He can run, and he can sling the ball. He's more than capable of making a play, and like you said, we're preparing for both guys. So just got to be ready for whatever they throw at us, and bend don't break.